Are you ready?
We've never said this when people are watching.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of
There's always been
yeah,
zero
yeah.
viewers.
It's always been a zero viewer stream when we do this, but that's all right. All right. Three, two, one. Welcome to the operating room, where we bring in films and TV to see what we can find. I'm Owen.
And I'm Rachel, and today on the operating table is Coraline and Over the Garden Wall.
Exactly. Now, if you've seen the day that this is uploaded, you're probably thinking, what the hell is going on? Because these are clearly Halloween movies, and it
Yeah.
is pretty much not Halloween anymore. But we really wanted to get into the spirit of reverse 1999. We really wanted to get into the spirit of reverse 1999, so we decided to do that for sure. That is definitely what happened, and it definitely just wasn't delayed a little bit.
Definitely.
Definitely not that. I can't believe it's December, actually. But anyway, haven't seen Coraline in a while. Yeah, you know what? It has been a little bit of time. Oh, you're doing Coraline. I love that. But yeah, so the first movie we have here is Coraline, because for some reason, somehow, this movie escaped me as a kid, and I genuinely just think it's because I thought that it was really scary. And now in 2024, I can safely say that I was right.
Yeah.
I think I can safely say that I was really right, because even the beginning, it really did, even the opening credits, it really set the tone for what this movie was going to be. And for those unaware, spoiler alert, I know that I probably shouldn't be doing it because, you know, it just came out. But basically this movie is about this young girl who they just, with her two parents, her mom and her dad, they moved to this house, and it is seemingly haunted, to say the least. And she essentially ends up going through this door/portal in her house, which ends up taking her to another world, except it's basically just like a mirror dimension in a way of her own world, with copies of her parents, and everything seems fine until it's not. And that's basically the whole plot of the movie. And I think that the opening scene really nails the vibe pretty darn well, in terms of setting up what's about to come, because it's pretty creepy already from the beginning, like the sewing of the doll and stuff. Like it was already unsettling to me, and the way that I used to describe it always is there's this I think deathcore is what it's called. There's this thing called deathcore, and there's this one band I think called Rings of Saturn, and they have this one song which gives you the same feeling that you get when you like spin on a chair. I'm getting it right now. This is terrible. When you spin on a chair for too long and then you stop. It's terrible and I don't like it. But this gave it to me in a good way. In a pretty good way. Oh, and another...
For me,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say,
Yeah,
Coraline, I loved it as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Coraline was the perfect amount of scary, but also like fun in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I very much was a Coraline girly as a kid.
And I think it does kind of like, for when it came out, I think it almost set the tone for like Hot Topic, you know? Like I think I think that it kind of really struck it at a really great time, which really kind of led to this like almost renaissance of that vibe, right? And I think that is pretty fun, to be honest with you. But yeah, so overall, I really did end up really enjoying the movie. But I really want to say real quick, just looking at my notes, I literally I scrumped when I saw that this is where the meme of the dad at the computer was from. I was completely unaware. I didn't know. Coraline is one of those movies that gets creepier the more you look back at it. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
For sure. Like, looking back at it well, not looking back at it, sorry. Watching it for the first time, I really was... What the heck? I'm getting shot at. Oh no. Oh no, we've got pillagers. Yikes. But yeah, I did not know. But like, little things like the dad's insane neck. Right? I think as a kid, I probably would have just been like, giraffe. But like now I'm like, what the hell is going on? And like the character designs I think are really great. You know, like I think that as well, the stop motion of it really just like it exudes and like amplifies the creepiness of it. The set design as well, I thought was really fun to see, like how like the sloping floors and stuff, you know, and like the walls, you could kind of see how like they kind of made everything work. I think was really great. But yeah, I think that, like you said, it was like the right amount of creepy, and I think the right amount of creepy and the exact type of creepy that could really get kids in a really crazy way. Like the doll of herself.
Yeah.
You know, just dolls already kind of there, but like, you know, this almost insane doll, and I think blurring the lines between, is this real? Is this not real? Is this in her head? What's going on? I think is really fun for the movie. But yeah, I ended up really enjoying basically every kind of step they took, and I think that it's a really nicely paced movie for like basically a kids movie. Like you have like the three things, if I'm not mistaken, that happen.
Yeah, it's like 3 acts.
Yeah, like the 3 acts, you know, and it's just like, okay, we had this, and then we had this. It's very great. It's a very nice. This guy just climbed on top of me. That was crazy. A very nice thing. But let me see my notes here. Oh, I literally at some point said, I might be wrong, but isn't the food the way they try? So here's another thing too. For some reason, I thought, and this might be the plot of another thing, but I thought that the plot of Coraline was that if you eat the food, you slowly become a doll. So I thought that they were trying to give her the food to make her a doll. So then I was like, oh, this is terrifying. Like I was already like, no, don't do it. Don't eat it, Coraline. Like I was terrified. I was terrified about it. And I was literally like, this is nasty work. How do you trust anything going on here? Like, and then the guy from the roof jumps down, the acrobat guy, like, and then like the who told her like that the mice said don't listen, or like don't go through the door, because that was in the real world, wasn't it? I don't even like, there's just so much like interweaving things, and it's like, no, hold on, what's going on? I don't know. Like, I think that it strikes this weird mystery, creepy thing really well, and you just can't help but watch. Even as a kid, you're terrified. You just want to know. There's something just scratching that part of your brain where you're just like, I need to know what's going on, you know? And yeah, I think that it was just like really fantastic at doing that. Let me see what else is in my notes. I said, bro, wait, I have that camera. What the heck, the Fujifilm? Because like the camera looked like it. I thought that was pretty good. Oh yeah, another thing as well to comment on the like, I kind of didn't believe that it was stop motion. Like there was literally parts where I was like, is this really stop motion? Like that borderline seemed impossible. Like the moves that they were pulling off. I was like, wait, what? Like, what's going on? Also, the voice of the cat is the voice of Elroy Patashnik in Community. He's a voice of a lot of things, but he's that to me in season 6, which I quite enjoyed. And to just really hammer home the creepiness of this, because like I'm not going to go through the entire plot. Once again, we have limited time, but I literally at some point started saying, nope, get out, please leave. Cults are fun until they try and indoctrinate you. Yep, go through the door, go through the tiny door. I was freaked the entire time. And I literally said, like, this movie is terrifying. I'ma just be so for real. I'm very happy I'm watching this through the day, because I don't know, this is crazy. It's nauseating almost. Like when she gets thrown through the mirror, I'm like, what's going on? Hello?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
It was kind of crazy. Do you have a creepiest scene? That mirror one honestly is pretty good. Let me think. Creepiest scene.
Let's see. Hmm.
Because honestly, the mother at the end is scary. Oh, thank you. Someone just followed, I think. The mother at the end is scary, but I think it's just more like boilerplate scary, if that makes sense. So because I was gonna say something with her, but like she's creepy, but she's not the creepiest.
I think the scary part is just not knowing.
Yes.
There's
That's
so much that you're like not knowing.
Yeah, I think that being kept in the dark for this, like, just, I think that like it's less like a big creepy scene maybe. If you have one, Wizard, by the way, shout it out. Oh, hold on, Ailman Immunosoul, if you come, I'll read that in a second. But like, I think more so it's about that build. Like I said, that slow build of like everything just like feeling off and like you wanting a little bit more out of it. Just like, oh geez, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's just that. I also said this movie would go crazy as a game. I also said she just pegged the cat. Oh, like threw it.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and then
Nice.
like I think at the end, I think I was just like, she's still in danger. The key. Does she for the key?
Yes.
Dude, like you think it's all over, and then they pull you back in. They pull you back in, and you're just like, wait, is she gonna make it out? Because also, I don't know if you ever heard it, but have you ever heard those stories of like apparently like people are like, did she actually make it out or not?
Yes.
Because
like the whole thing, she's still stuck in there.
she's still stuck in there. Now I'll be honest with you. I was just like, am I stupid or just not? Because I was like, I thought she kind of just escaped. But like, is there a point in the movie where it's like,
Well, she never like really escaped. Like, how do you know she's left the other world?
I guess that's true because, yeah, that was another.
Because the portal looks different.
Oh my god.
And then there's this whole thing with the portal. Like, that's the real enemy.
Oh my
is
god,
the
really?
portal. It's like a
No.
yeah. Because the portal's like older than the other one. Anyway.
Dude,
there's
and
this
and
whole
another thing
portal.
as well. Oh my god, I'm getting chills again. I'm actually gonna lose it. God, I need to put my feet up. No, but you know what I was thinking actually, maybe? Because here's my weird thing. She just goes to sleep there the first time.
Yes.
And it's like, hold on, just go through the door. Like when she was trying to escape one time, she went to sleep. She was like, just go to sleep. And I'm like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works, Coraline. Just go through the door. So maybe that actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, and I think that like having this mythos as well surrounding like that, like, oof. Oh, the scene where the mum was going through after her in the corridor, begging her to come back, always puts me in panic mode, but the implications behind her keeping the dad's mouth shut. Oh, yes. Dude, when the dad, when he like, oh, and even YB, when he has his mouth like sewn to be happy. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I think all the sewing things makes my skin.
It's queasy. Ugh. Oh, oh god, like, oof. Jesus. It gets me. You know what? You're right, Wizard. That is a pretty good one. And I think that, yeah, like, I think that the tensity, I don't know. It really builds.
Yeah.
It really builds. And yeah, even when they're like trying to throw her into the well, I literally was like saying like, oh, the spaghetti, it's on the floor. The spaghetti, it's on the floor. I'm like screaming to myself. I'm like, come on now, come on. Actually, let me quickly just read out anyone's comment. I was going to save it for the end, but there's a fun story about how apparently the director or screenwriter showed it to one of his friend's daughter as like a litmus test of scariness and got told it was fine, only to later find out that they were terrified, but were so keen to find out what happened next. And I think that, exactly, right? Like you were saying, right? Like, did you want to just say it again real quick? Like the whole, like, what would you said? Like, I forgot what you said. Like looking forward or something?
What?
Like the creepiness is just like not knowing what's happening next or something? What was it?
Yeah, it's just the uncertainty.
Uncertainty, that's what it is. Yeah. For sure. I'll guard our friend's mouth being sewn. Happy, yeah, yikes. Big yikes. It terrifying. But yeah, I think that like as well, the ideas that it presents, truly, like I said, coming out of it, like, I wanted to behave. You know what I mean? Like, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I need to behave. This is terrible. You know, like, this is just too much. Like, I would have been scared straight so hard. You know? So, like, man. But, I mean, yeah, that's basically what happened. It was a great, terrifying movie. Any other thoughts from you? I feel like I've kind of run my mouth for this entire thing.
Oh, okay. I think its vibe is so good. Like always, it just everything it does, every twist, it like it just gets you. And the vibe is so creepy at the end. At the end, when they're having their little garden party,
Oh, yeah.
and you're like, is she okay?
Yeah.
Like, is she escaped? Like, what is happening now?
Yeah. Because, like, especially off the back of the well scene, right? It's like, are we just fine
The
now?
well
I
was
get that.
so intense.
It was
the
really
well
intense.
was so that hand. Oh.
Whew. Man. I mean, if it's
And
getting
at the end, sorry, I was just
No,
gonna say,
go
at the end, the cat has powers, but he only has powers in the other world. So what's
Yeah.
all that about?
Yeah, for sure. The circus mice scene stayed with me for whatever reason. Yeah, the mice. Oh my god, actually, whenever something would die and then, like, would transform into some rank little thing.
Yeah.
Oof. Uncertainty causes fear. They utilize this greatly. Oh, 100%. 100%. It really, like, because the entire time you're questioning everything, but at the same time, it feels like you're being, like it's kind of clear in a way, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not clear, but, like, it feels like you're being delivered the information in a pretty, like, open way, but obviously still not. And it's like, oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's really good at that. It's really good at that. But yeah. What else? What else did you have?
Oh, it just kept a creepy vibe.
Yeah.
And I love the idea that the buttons, and she takes their souls. I love the snow globe.
Oh, yeah.
The circus mice was fantastic. Like, I love them. I love the circus mice. When they turn into the ugly rats.
Oh, dude. Man.
Ish. And then the dogs, the dead dogs with the angel wings being like bats.
Oh, yes. I think that's another thing too, is that, like, you almost also, like, once again, there's about 1 billion explanations you could try and take, right? But if you kind of see it as like a little girl kind of, like, fearing this move and, like, like, kind of just, like, giving, oh my god, don't shoot me, no, fearing this move, and then, like, kind of doing that, like, you can almost see how, like, where her mind, holy moly, there's a creeper, you can see where her mind would have been like, yeah, like, these old women are actually, like, skinny, and they're just trying to trick us, and there's, like, the dead dogs are all that, you know what I mean? Like, you can kind of, like, see that even, but at the same time, you're like, am I suspended in this world of disbelief? Like, is this happening in world for them? You know what I mean? And it's like, oof. And once again, I think that the stop motion really contributes to that. So I think that's really great. Do you guys feel like you would have been successfully lured as a kid if you were in Coraline's position? Honest to God, no. The moment
I would not be crawling in any space.
No shot I'm crawling through that space. Just no shot. I'm just gonna be completely honest. There's no way. There's just no way I would do that. But yeah, just 100% honesty. I would not. I would instantly be like, Mom, there's a weird thing there. Can we close it up? Like, hell no. I'm not calling into that. But yeah, anything else from you?
Honestly, no. I love her fit. Love a yellow raincoat.
Oh yeah. That's pretty fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty fair.
And It's so interesting how they show like a depressed kid.
Mm, mm.
And I love that her parents are like shitty
Yeah, dismissive.
to
Yeah,
start,
yeah,
but like they're busy, so they get it.
yeah,
Like you get it.
yeah,
And I liked that. It felt really human.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It felt real.
yeah,
And it just worked.
yeah.
Like it made you understand why she wanted to go in and why she'd be
Yeah.
lured by this and how fun this new adventure is. So
And I
yeah.
think as well, like it kind of like plays on the expectations of an adventure, right?
Yes.
Where it's just like every kid wants that adventure, and then it's like questioning, do you really want the adventure? You know, which I think is quite fun. That is a really good cat, by the way. Little angle on that.
You.
I think that's really fun. Like it really captures its gauntness.
Thanks.
Which I think is quite good. I mean, if you found a seemingly perfect world, almost too perfect, here's the thing: I wouldn't have climbed through the walk. I could not bring myself to go through in the first place. I think is my only thing. I think, like, that is the only thing that I would have been like, no shot that I go through that tunnel. If I end up going through that tunnel and everything was perfect, honest to God, I mean, what is perfection?
Whoa, dude.
Okay, let's not get too far into it, otherwise we're going to be here forever. But okay, let's try and cap this off here. It was like I think that like I honestly don't even know if I watched it as a kid and then watched it now, I don't know how much more I could love it, if that makes. I don't know, like I feel like watching it as an adult, like I really do appreciate everything they did here. But
it definitely traumatized me.
You know what I mean? I feel like I'd almost be like dude, it's too much as a kid. But like now I'm like, yeah, man, like that was the right amount of terrifying. What would you give it? Oh, yeah, what would you give it first, I guess?
Oh, out of 5, right?
Out of 5, yeah, out of 5. And you can do the points, like 0.5.
Coraline for me is a 4.
A 4? Yeah. Okay.
A 4.
Yeah. I think that I'd also give it a 4. Because a 3.5 just seems too low for it. Because it's a technical masterpiece, I would say. As both editors, I loved it each time. No, yeah, I can definitely see that. But yeah, it's a technical masterpiece. At the end of the day, they capture the vibe so brilliantly. And like, if you guys have never seen one of those videos, my scale, I reserve 5s for things that aren't perfect, but for things that are my personal favorite. So I mean, like, Winnie the Pooh 2011's up there, stuff like that. So yeah, I think that for me a 4 is perfect. Now, for you, the operating table. Let's make sure we still do the bit. How was it for it?
Well, first, my little thing is that I do think there are some loose ends.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just some bits that could have been clarified a bit more. And I get that they wanted to leave it as a mystery, so you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I just would have liked if they delved deeper into, I guess, the scary aspects of things.
Yeah.
The ending felt a little rushed.
No,
and
fair.
for that, she gets buttons sewn on her eyes.
No, not the buttons. Not the buttons.
Yeah.
Oh. That's fair, I think. Oh gosh. 8 out of 10 movie for us. 8 out of 10 movie for us too. 4 out of 5. 100%. We agree. So yeah, buttons on eyes. Button on eyes, because we kind of want to explore that perfect world a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah.
Get deeper into the mystery. And I know that this is probably just like my now brain talking, but like I would have loved to see the conversation between her and the grandma at the end. I would have just liked to see it, just to satiate my curiosity. And I get that they didn't do it on purpose, and that's the whole point. But man, if I would have loved to see that. Anyway. Let's move on to the next thing. Now,
hey, if you're watching this video right now, chances are you are not subscribed, because 100% of people that watch this channel are not subscribed. Subscribe now.
I don't know.
I don't know. This is where the brush size tool is. I've been looking at this
Oh, really?
the whole time.
Dude, yeah. I
I've
thought
just
that
zoomed in too
I thought that was
much.
an opacity filter or something. That's crazy. But what's really
Okay.
funny is that this probably occurred because of a viewer saying it. I mean, you obviously saw it, but then like kind of reintroduced it in our minds. Would you have arrived at Over the
Mm-hmm.
Garden Wall for Halloween if not for that, or what do you think?
I don't think I would have, because
Wow.
it's a very autumn movie.
Mm.
So it was just, I wasn't thinking about it when I was thinking of Halloween.
Yep.
Although it is very Halloween.
It is very Halloween. Let me quickly do a plot. You know, you do the plot synopsis just because I feel like
Oh, but plot synopsis is difficult for this.
it is a bit difficult, isn't it? But general.
I don't want to give away too much of the plot because I think people should watch it. But then
Okay.
this is a review, so
This is a
I'm gonna discuss the
review.
plot.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
I think just spoiler alert once again. This is a pretty good show. And it's very short. I want to mention
Yeah.
that too. Each episode is like a Cartoon Network, like what, 15 minutes or something.
Yeah,
And
under 15 minutes,
under
and
15
there's 10
minutes,
of them.
only 10.
Like,
It's very
yeah,
doable. It's very doable, and I
it's a long
honestly,
movie.
yeah, I would highly recommend it just because it's really fun. So, as much as it pains me to say goodbye to viewers, if you guys want to watch it for yourself, probably hold off from seeing this until after you watch it. If you're never gonna watch it, or you think that you need a review to determine it, well, here it is. But yeah. So I guess just go over the plot a little bit here.
Well, it starts off with these two little boys who are lost in the forest. How in depth do I go?
You can
Basically,
yeah.
they're trying to get home.
Yeah.
And they go through a bunch of little adventures. They meet a nice little blue bird. And they pick up a frog.
Yep.
Jason Thunderberg. His favorite frog. Yeah, and they're just trying to get home. And they run into a lot of different characters. And sometimes the vibes get a little weird. And a little creepy.
A little creepy for sure.
Definitely a little creepy. Considering it's a Cartoon Network show, they lean into the creepiness.
Oh yeah. For sure.
And yeah, they're running away from the Axeman with his lantern, thinking that he's out to get them.
Who, by the way, just for anyone who might care, is Dr. Emmett Brown, or the voice of it. Christopher Lloyd, which was quite fun for me. Which I think is another comment that I'd make. Star-studded cast. Cast. It was really fun. But Frodo Baggins plays the older brother is the only thing I know. Yeah, exactly. Elijah Wood is the older brother.
And it's his favorite role he's ever done.
Which is crazy, by the way. Which is crazy, but so understandable. It is so fun. Do we want to spoil the end?
I don't know.
We can leave it. We can leave it unless we think we need to discuss it, I think.
There's so many good side characters. Like, you care about the side characters. Like, even just if they appear in one episode, I love them. Like the horse. I love the horse.
Oh yes. Yeah, the horse was great.
Fred.
Yeah.
Fred?
Yeah. The horse was great. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Because he starts off not talking, just being a horse, and then he just starts talking.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, it's so fun. It has a lot of really fun little ideas like that, where it's very silly, but just does it in a way which is, it just makes it
satisfying even for an adult.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a great way to put it. And I think that the now correct me if I'm wrong, but is Greg, the little boy, his voice actor is an actual kid, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Dude, so great. He really just, I don't know, he was just so fun in the role. He just he captured the spirit of it, of this little brother, and I think it was really fun. I think it was really, really, really fun. And I think as well, like, just to talk about the silliness a little bit more, like in the first episode, one of the things I noted was like when he said, I'll be back, brother o' mine. And I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's that type of show. I love this. And I think, once again, to talk about the creepiness, like, I think the music was really great at doing that too. Very nerve-inducing. A lot of the characters, like the first pumpkin guy, it does that a lot actually as well as like a bit of a bait and switch in a really fun way, where like basically there's a bait and switch in the first episode, and it's very fun. It's very fun. What else? Oh,
I love the pumpkin people.
the pumpkin. Yep, very good.
So creepy.
Very
but
creepy.
it's just like when you're going into it, you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, for sure. I think the animation as well, quite nice.
So nice.
Quite bloody nice. I was a big fan of it. I think I'll try and show it on screen actually right here. I'll open it in a browser and stuff just to show the people if I can. This is kind of generally what the show looks like. Let me see if that's showing. Yeah, and it's very pretty. It's very pretty, you know. Yeah, just very nice overall. I really enjoyed it. Give me just 2 seconds. I'm just gonna quickly just to get ahead of the curve. You know what I mean? With this. So just give me 2 seconds. Oh wait, actually, let me stand in the building.
Okay, guys, you're gonna see me try and construct this pot. How does Greg keep the pot on his head the whole show? I don't know. It's some super kid powers that he has, but yeah. I legitimately rewatch this show every 2 years. And I'm not a rewatcher. I do not enjoy rewatching things, but this is the one thing I will rewatch. It just makes you feel warm and happy inside when you watch it.
I'm back. With what, sorry?
If you made it this far and are interested in supporting the channel, memberships are available for only $1 USD. For that, you get a shout out at the end of every video. Join now! I was saying how I rewatch this show.
Oh yes.
Which is like big for me.
We're watching a show?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I never rewatch shows.
Wow. Wait, why is this happening? Oh, well, I can't look at the chat anymore apparently. Why is it stuck? Okay. Weird. You do you have chat open?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it.
That's okay.
It's stuck on my screen. Anyway. What were you saying? The show Comfy? Sorry.
Yeah, it just makes me feel good. Like especially at the end, you can't help but smile. Like it's just such a feel good show.
Yeah.
And it like makes you kind of sad sometimes, but it's like you need to feel sad to feel good.
It's like I was saying before to Akuma.
Yeah.
You know? Exactly. I think one of the comments that I really like that I made on the show is like I said this show is creepy in a way that isn't immensely scary, but just enough creepy where I'm like, yeah, that's maybe a bit too much. Okay, now you know what I mean. So I think that is quite fun. Oh, and another thing that we definitely have to comment on is the music. The little songs that they have. Oh, so fun.
And the frogs.
Yeah.
Band.
Oh, the band. Yes, I loved that too. It's all very fun. Oh, that's right as well. I think with the schoolhouse one, one of the comments that I made was like when the guy revealed himself and he goes, "That's right, darling, I was the gorilla." Like I don't know. It was great line delivery and everything. It was just, once again, the entire movie is very fun. It's a very fun thing. And I think at some point, because the frog's name at some point is always Wirt. The frog, it was the voice of the intro, I think, at a certain point or something. That was fun too. You know, like all these little things. It's just a really fun thing. The Jason reveal. Oh yeah, and I think that like as the mystery starts to unravel as you go into the later episodes, like I literally, do you remember the messages that I literally sent where I was like, it's literally Halloween? Like,
Yeah.
like, like, slowly seeing all that, I was like, wait, what is going on? And that was really fun. Like, kind of like slowly seeing how everything was happening, and like by the end, and I'll be honest, is there like a definitive explanation of the end?
Oh, what do you mean of the end?
Of like where they actually were, I guess.
It's just over the garden wall.
Right? And I think that is
It
really
happens.
fun. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where it's just like you see the vistas of all these people's lives. Let me quickly say, yeah, like my goodness, straight link to the first, the woodsman. Damn, what's going on? The woodsman, he's been keeping the beast alive. Oh, that was actually before. Oh yeah. Literally, I just said, like, when the light went out, what's going on? What's going on? What happened to the forest? Jason Funderburger, OMG. What happened to Beatrice? Sarah, where are we? Lol, over the garden wall. The ending, I love that. Them just running through it. Wait, it's over the garden. And then I basically was like going into my own thoughts about it, and I was like, it's such a wild show. You know, worlds within worlds. I love that for you, by the way. Like, I think at a certain point, I guess I cried a little bit. I know I'm a very over emotional person, but I cried because, like, as well with Wirt and Greg is his name, right? Like, it was, I was like, oh no, you know, and seeing the 10th anniversary thing too come out was, you know, like, it was like, I think that the way that I also described it was it feels like an immensely nostalgic show. Even though I wasn't there, but like the opening credits music, all of it just like really contributes to this feeling of of a homeliness, like you said, autumn vibes, but still kind of gives that creepiness, and it's really, I think it's really fun for that. I think it's really great. I was a big fan. I was a big fan.
Yeah. My favorite show
ever.
Maybe, yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just, you know?
No, honestly, I don't blame you. It's a really fun show, and like, once again, I think that like having this cast of like characters and like, I don't know, just everyone just feels endearing. You know what I mean? Everyone feels endearing, and like all the little twists and all the tiny creepiness of it all is all like really fun. So yeah, I was a really big fan of the show. Now, do you have any more to say?
Do I have any more to say?
Because honestly, I feel like, once again, this is a show that we don't want to reveal too much, because like,
yeah,
it's fun. It's just so immensely fun that like and especially, once again, the barrier to entry is so low as well, I think. That like there's borderline no reason not to. If you like, if you just like watch an episode a day, you're done with it like within like just over a week, and you spent 15 minutes a day, literally less. Like, you could do that while having your lunch very easily. And I'm telling you right now, by the time that you get into it, you're not going to stop. Is the thing. It's just it pulls you in that way. It's very magnetic. But yeah. That's all I have to say about it. I really enjoyed it. And like, just to read like my, actually no, I'm not, because that's kind of spoilers. But yeah, the entire time I'm like, I'm going into caps, because like in episode 8, when Greg is doing a thing, you know what I mean? I'm losing it. You know, in episode 9, when it's the reveal of what it actually is, I'm like, oh, and everything's like kind of terrifying for that. And it's really fun. It's really fun. I just keep saying it's really fun because that's all it is. That's all it is. It's just really fun. But so yeah, what would you at the end of it, your favorite, but what are you giving it?
Oh, come on. It's gotta be a 5. This is a 5 out of 5 show.
Damn.
No notes.
Have you given a 5 out of 5 before, if not for like the Aristocats or something?
Okay, I don't think the Aristocats got a 5 out of 5
Oh, really?
for certain reasons.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. That's funny.
I kind of slayed that year.
Oh, dang.
Okay, mouse, pop off.
I also love how it's still the 1 pixel brush size. It kind of gives it a vibe,
But
though.
it needs it.
Yeah,
I think it looks better.
You know,
Oh no.
it's also kind of giving the vibe. It's the ear on the left. It's kind of giving the vibe as well of Do you remember those Zelda games? I think from like the 90s.
I don't remember them.
The well, you know what I mean. Like the anyway, never mind.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's but yeah. But yeah, the 5. Now, for me personally, I think that it could be a 5, but I don't know yet. You know what I mean? I don't want to give it a 5 right away. That's just too much. To call something my favorite when it's not been that long. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm saying this as if we just watched it, but I think enough time has passed that I would rewatch that a lot of times over. Personally.
Yeah.
Like it's I'm a big rewatcher, and the fact that once again, low barrier to entry, really fun. I love the music. If I could play it right now, I would. Like, oh, I don't know. Literally I think the good mark I think of anything is the fact that I went to that soundtrack afterwards, by the way. Like I literally went to Spotify to search it up because I was like, that was too fun. So yeah, I mean, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. As close as it can get. I think the only new thing to me that ever got a 5 out of 5 off rip was Godzilla -1. So just know that it's a pretty high bar. Because that movie is the GOAT. IMO. But yeah, operating table. What happened to it?
They got a little cold sometimes. Maybe a little cold. Yeah. I wouldn't say they were very wooden though. But I think they made it out quite alright.
Quite alright. Alrighty then. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, I can't see the chat once again, but if you stuck around to the very end here, thank you very much. This is a very personal project that we do here on a channel that is not very personal. I say that because it's a very data-driven channel sometimes. But yeah, thank you for sticking it out. If you watch to the very end, if you're watching this on the VOD, on the main channel, then you're the GOAT. I know that definitely there's at least a few people that click on, don't watch the full thing for sure, but you know, watch a little bit of it. But if you watched enough of this, I hope that we swayed you to watch some new things, always expand your horizons, and we'll see you in the operating room next time. And shout out to Bonuhead, Jejabons, Wachel, and Dabin for being longtime supporters of the channel. And shout out to everyone who's become a member on YouTube or a sub on Twitch, including Badwolf, Chippy, Daddy Clank, Dotpixel Monarch, Elmoon, and Fadila Kwan. And a special shout out to everyone who has gifted a sub or membership to the community, including Bad Goldfish, Blue Jonolith, Daddy Clank, Mr. Apple, Muhammad Ilias, and Fadila Kwan. And even more than that, shout out to those who have gifted more than 10 to the community, including Chippy, No Joke, and Quinn. And shout out to Allure and Badwolf for more than 50 memberships. And shout out to Appear Night for the 10 USD donation, just for a Solday. If you support the channel by becoming a member for 1 USD on YouTube, sub on Twitch, or gift a membership, you also get included in the shout out at the end of every video. Thanks for watching.